Dave, it's Millie. So, I know you said you were kind of coming at a crossroads in regards to your next review.
Yes? Okay. So, a new anime?
I have a stellar idea. You'll really like this one. Not for the faint of heart. Totally worth it. One word, hyphenated. Psychopass.
You do understand the fact that you're nuttier than squirrel food. You know that, right? Yes, I know. But I'm telling you right now, the goat was fine when I left. Now about the anime. Alright. I'll look into it. So's your mom. Bye. So, as you can see, I'm sitting here in my Joy Division shirt because we're going to be reviewing something that's all shiny and happy.
And shit.
We're going to be reviewing Psychopass, an anime that came out a couple of years ago, and so far she's managed to see the entire thing. I've only seen 10 episodes so far, and I am completely addicted to this show.
It honestly was one of those of me watching it, and I'm sitting there going,
There'll be more. Season 2 on Funimation.
oh.
Psychopass. The best way to describe it is a psychological thriller / cyberpunk anime. Mindfuck, yeah. I highly... If you have a shortage of hallucinations in your life, watch this, you'll feel so much better. The entire plot of this, 100 or so years in the future, is going to take a while. Do you see why I said we should start early?
You just said it like a...
Things are run by a very large computer system named Sybil. Sybil basically has the capacity to sit there and basically view your overall stress level as a capacity for you to commit violent acts or crimes. And this is known as your psychopass level.
And your aura.
And your aura. It'll take a look at your aura and say, oh look, your aura is looking very cloudy today. You might want to go in for some mandatory relaxing therapy.
And if you fail to check in for that mandatory relaxing therapy, they hunt you down.
The anime itself starts with a character by the name of Mukama, who is a brand new police inspector who is fresh and new on the job. And what you basically have are the inspectors who also run a group of people who are called enforcers. And enforcers are people who have gotten a very, very bad psychopass rating but are considered to be useful enough to society to go out and investigate and help to prosecute crimes.
AKA, they're literally attack dogs.
And that's kind of where the show gets its, to me anyway, it's really interesting character development, because as much as the inspectors are interesting in and of themselves, it's the backstory of the enforcers that's actually interesting. And it's kind of fun to play the game of, oh, well, I wonder if that guy with, oh, and then 5 episodes later you get to sit there and feel very proud of yourself for having guessed it in advance. I won't say which ones are which or anything, but...
They are, some of them do take you by surprise in regards to what their level of intimacy and information that was revealed over time.
The character of Akame is kind of interesting in and of herself. She, in a way, is the moral center of the show, because if you don't have somebody who is brand new to this entire system, all of this would seem relatively normal, but it's kind of interesting to have a character that is brought into it brand new. On her first investigation, she's being asked to handle a murder case. And as a result is basically being told that she not only has to kill the person that is committing the murder, say that on the day when I've got a show, don't you?
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Downer.
Oops, sorry about that. But also has to kill the victim because as a result of her being the victim, her psychopass rating has gotten to the point where she's a potential threat. And that becomes, the entire series is based around this notion that if you're caught in a moment, if you're in a very strange, dangerous space, and your psychopass is recorded at that point, then that becomes the one big mark against you in society.
And the computer gets to decide whether or not or whether or not you are a liability and should be taken out.
For a series, the animation quality in this is amazing. They clearly spend an awful lot of time. There's not a lot of the classic anime trick of recycling footage to save money in the budget. The opening credits are absolutely brilliant, and the closing credits are also really good. The music throughout it is also well done. The opening and closing themes really fit the entire series.
And they actually change up the opening sequence and the ending sequence as you go further along. So it seems very repetitive within the first little bit, and then it actually changes, and then you actually see it change 2 more times.
Yeah. Now, I've not sat down and listened to the Japanese version with subtitles, but I have heard the English dub, which is really good. The voice acting in it across the board is really well done. I think actually my only knock in terms of a character voice might be Akame, just because she's a little too fresh and a little too schoolgirl for the role that she's been given.
That was part of the... See, and that's where I have to rebuttal on that.
Yeah.
Because when it comes down to it, her character is very innocent, very light. It's supposed to be able to... But I do understand where you're coming from, too, because she does seem a little bit too young in the voice sounding to be such a well-rounded character.
So, with that in mind, I'm going to give this one a straight-up, across-the-board watch it. If you're into a well-done action series that you can actually enjoy and give you the opportunity to think about the plot,
and isn't fan service heavy.
Is not fan service heavy, thanks so much.
It actually stays with the plot and continues all the way through without being like, hey, boobs, butt.
Okay, if you're watching this, give us your idea of what our rating system should be. Should it be like a 1 to 5, 1 to 10, 2 thumbs up, you know, a thumb up the creator's ass? I don't know. But if you should...
So eloquently put.
Yeah, give us some kind of rating system that you think would be kind of interesting to look at, and we'll probably shift it back and forth. It could be, you know...
We'll try a few things out.
Yeah, 5 stars, 10 stars, 3 pink elephants, a partridge in a pear tree, something. And we'll see how it goes. But I would definitely give this one a recommendation of watch it. It is currently on Netflix. Season 2, which I haven't had a chance to watch yet, just started on Funimation. And so I'd recommend that as well. See, your take on it?
I thought it was excellently done.
And with that, I'm Dave, this is Millie, and, well, we're going to continue doing these reviews, whether you want us to or not.
And if you do like it, give us a thumbs up so that way we know we're doing something right.
Yeah, we want thumbs up.
And big comments and stuff.
Thumbs up and likes and comments and such, so that way we share them around. Let us know, you know, what you think is working, what you think isn't working, and we'll happily, you know, make the changes or ignore the changes as we see fit. I have a sneaking suspicion by the end of the year our blooper reel is going to be amazing.